As a golf coach, my job is to try and help golfers to improve in whatever way I can, be that swing technique, course management, practice time, or even just the tools that we're using. So as a golfer, we have to look at the bag that we're using and think, well, these are the tools of my trade. These are the weapons that I'm taking into battle. This is how I'm going to try and improve my golf. And what we often see for golfers, depending on their age, their ability, is that they're not using the right clubs relevant for their game. And this particular tip focuses on people with too many long irons in their bag. And I think particularly historically, a set of golf clubs went 5 iron, 4 iron, 3 iron, and for some, 2 iron, and a long time ago, 1 iron. Thankfully, 1s and 2s now a little bit more obsolete. But for a lot of golfers, unless they have a decent amount of swing speed, the 3 iron and the 4 iron are particularly difficult to hit. And I think if I ask most golfers, what are your favourite, what are your least favourite clubs? No one's coming to me and saying, 3 iron, that's my favourite club. I just love it. I can't wait. Every opportunity to hit that 3 iron, I love it. It's kind of a piece of furniture in the bag. Often I'll look in the bag and the 3 iron's shiny and the 5 iron's worn out. I say, well, why you hit your 5 all the time? Well, I hit my 5 quite well, and I struggle with the 4, and I really struggle with the 3. So it's a point now where we'd say, well, if that's the case, these clubs can possibly come out of your bag and we can put something else into your bag that will do a similar job and something that's potentially easier to use. So what I've got here is I've got a 3 iron and then I've got a 3 hybrid club. Now, officially, these two would do roughly the same job. They're about the same length, they're about the same loft, and you can see a slightly different head design. The 3 iron traditionally quite bladed in its look, quite narrow and thin from the top profile, and all the club weight is in the back of the club. A hybrid golf club, very different looking from the top, almost half an iron, half a wood, hence the hybrid concept. We've also got a lot of weight that's lower and deeper in the face, so the weight is back and low down here. The design of the club is aimed to get the ball airborne a lot more easily, and a much bigger club head, and therefore much more forgiving across the entire face. So what we'd see for golfers that struggle with 3, maybe even 4 irons, is replacing them with the equivalent 3 or 4 hybrid club would give a lot more forgiveness to their game. So when they don't quite hit the middle of the club, or they get it a bit high, or they get a bit low on the club face, the hybrid golf club is designed to get that ball airborne, to get it lifted, to get it shifted a lot more easily. And your forgiveness is going to happen a lot more with a hybrid golf club than it would with a 3 or 4 iron. So what I would suggest you do is take your long irons to the driving range, hit them until you find one that's consistently comfortable, so maybe that's a 6 iron or a 5 iron, and then look at everything longer than that and see whether you can take out those long irons and replace it with a hybrid or even a lofted fairway wood.